Hello and welcome back to another video on the Wrestle Debate and to AEW Revolution Out of 10. Yes, it's finally here, the highly hyped show featuring the debut of a mystery star, Sting back in action, and an exploding barbed wire freaking death match. What a show this was. Let's get straight into it, and starting off on the buy-in with Thunder Rosa and Riho taking in Dr. Britt Baker, and not Reba because she was faking an injury. It instead turned out to be Maro Itoe, and yeah, she was really good here. She got a lot of shine, and hopefully it's a sign to come. Dr. Britt Baker got the win when Rebel caught Thunder Rosa with a crutch to the skull. But yeah, the main takeaway here was Itoe. She was so good. Sign her up, 7 out of 10. And then we kicked off the main card with Chris Jericho and MJF versus the Young Bucks. The Bucks rushed their challenge early on in the first few minutes. Jericho and MJF couldn't get any offense in at all. MJF was battered with a super kick party at the end after a few Meltzer drivers. This time it connected and the champion couldn't kick out, and the Young Bucks retained. I was slightly surprised at this result, but overall this was still a very, very good match to kick off the show. I'll give it a 7 out of 10, I think. And then we moved on to the Casino Battle Royale. Natural Nightmares and Darkholders 5 and 10 kicked off the match. Vance and Angels put up a great fight before Marshall caught Angels with the cutter. The Dark Order were out next. We got lots of Dark Order early on before Peter Avalon and Cesar Bononi came out. I'll just skip to the odds again now. It was kind of the usual people who came out, and we were left with Jungle Boy, Pac and Ray Phoenix, the Dark Order. Really entertaining. Eventually Death Triangle got the win, and that's the right decision. I'm loving Ray Phoenix at the moment. Pac is great, so yeah, definitely the right decision. And then versus the Young Bucks could be an insane match. 7 out of 10. Up, Hikari Shida took on Ryo Mizunami for the women's title. Mizunami dropped Shida straight away before they traded chops in the corner. Yeah, it was quite a technical affair before Shida eventually managed to get on top, and a corkscrew knee strike was finally enough to put Mizunami away, retaining the title. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Really good match. After the match, Nyla Rose blindfolded Shida and attacked the champion. Not a fan of this, to be honest, but oh well, it's a good match. But anyway, moving on. Next up, we got Miro and Kip Sabian versus Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor. Chuck was bleeding from the eye, but demanded to start the match following a beatdown from Miro and Kip. Yeah, and from that, pretty much, Miro and all of that dominated, really. A roundhouse dazed Orange Cassidy, and a swinging slide watch slam crushed Orange Cassidy. The accolade was locked in by Miro on Chuck Taylor to secure the win. 6 out of 10. Move on, please. But anyway, next up we got Matt Hardy versus Hangman Page. Matt Hardy was using his usual heel antics to begin the match, trying to injure Adam's arm, before Page eventually got on talk, and a Dark Order rushed the ring to even up the odds after Private Party came out and sprung Page up on the apron for the buckshot lariat to get the win. 7 out of 10, correct result, and I'm kind of into this Hangman Dark Order story. But anyway, next up it was the Face of the Revolution ladder match, and it was revealed that the mystery entrant was Ethan Page. Really liked his work at Impact, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what he can do in AEW, to be honest. Ethan and Cody were the first to make the climb to the ladder anyway. Archer lifted the ladder as Page climbed, allowing Penta to hit the backbreaker. The two-time AEW champion hit Cody. Cody was taken out for a while, and it continued to go back and forth really, before Penta attacked Jake, but was cut off by Cody. Sky used the chair, swinging for the fences, before Sky finally managed to grab the brass ring, earning a title shot. 7 out of 10. Fan of this result. Really like Scorpio Sky's work, and him versus Darby could be a really interesting match. It was then revealed that AEW's Hall of Fame worthy signing was Christian. Not gonna lie, this is a good signing. Was kind of hoping for a tiny bit more maybe, but still I'm quite pleased with this. But anyway, moving on to Brian Cage and Ricky Starks versus Sting and Darby Allin. Cinematic match, actually. It wasn't a normal match. Ricky Stark hit with the Stinger Splash and Snake Eyes, while Cage looked to powerbomb Allin for a wall. It was all very weird before Cage took out Sting, while the rest of Team Taz demolished the TNT champion. However, a Scorpion Death Drop connected, giving Sting and Darby Allin a ring after Allin took Cage through some wood down 2 floors. So there we go. Really enjoyed this. This was far better than I hoped. So I'm going to give it 8 out of 10. And then it was time for the exploding barbed wire death match. Mox was in control early on, going straight for Omega before Omega blinded Moxley with some powder and locked in a figure of 4. Mox finally sent Omega into one of the rings, and Omega was hit with one of the explosives before Moxley wrapped his hand in barbed wire looking for a lariat. With Moxley blinded by blood and Omega blinded by smoke, the Good Brothers came down. And the match kind of broke down before a V-trigger connected and another one-winged angel connected, and Moxley couldn't answer the 3 count to get the win. After the title match, the Omega and the Good Brothers handcuffed Moxley and left him in the middle of the ring. The AEW cronies left Moxley's leave. As the timer ticked down, the former WWE champ was left in the middle of the ring. Kingston rushed to the ring to help save Moxley. However, he couldn't get Moxley out of the ring before an explosion, which kind of looked a bit dodgy. I would have given it a 9 or a 10 out of 10 without that, but because of that, I am going to have to give it an 8 out of 10. Such a shame, because this was just awesome. Revolution for me gets a 7 out of 10. I was torn between a 7 and an 8 out of 10. If I would probably give it a 7.5 out of 10. But overall, this was a really, really good show. Enjoyed it, all of it. Maybe just slightly tainted a little bit by the ending to the barbed wire match. But still, a very, very good show overall. And I think AEW excelled on the whole. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And to follow me on Twitter, link in the description below for daily wrestling news. And subscribe to my channel on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.